Welcome to the Unapologetically Unstoppable Women podcast, the show where ambition is celebrated, not silenced. Lori, Ann, and Angie are your hosts, and each week we dive into real, unfiltered conversations about women doing extraordinary things in their lives and in their businesses. Here we don't shrink to fit expectations or apologize for our success. We share stories that are inspiring, hilarious, and always authentic, because becoming unstoppable isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and join our community of women who know that no is a complete sentence and there are no limits to what we can achieve together.
Being mean to myself. And I have to get out of that before I can start managing my time again. And it's not a fun process.
That's a beautiful realization.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really. I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's a easy trap to get into. And that's when tasks start to seem overwhelming, because then it's like, now, not only do I have those 3 tasks from yesterday, now I have the 12 tasks from today, and maybe you have 1 task from last week, and then it compounds, and then it feels heavy and feels overwhelming, and like I'm not going to get to this. And so by eating the frog, and for those of you who might not be familiar with the concept, Brian Tracy wrote a book called Eat the Frog. And it's all about mitigating procrastination and doing the job that you don't want to do first. Just get it over with. And so, like, for me, the tasks that I don't want to do, they get done first thing on Monday morning. First thing. Every single Monday morning, I do the tasks for the week that I do not enjoy doing. And I've had people say, why would you do that? And I'm like, because I get them the hell over with. And then I never have to worry about them until the next Monday. And then I save my most enjoyable tasks for the end, because it's like, it takes more energy to do the tasks that you don't want to do. So do those when you have the most energy. And then the task that you enjoy doing, even if you're tired, they give you energy, and it's not hard to get through them. So, by having these little, Ann and I are visual, we like these little reminders. And like I said, you heard me say, I only do those tasks for 2 hours. When my 2 hours is up, when Ferdinand dings and my 2 hours is up, I'm done. And it just makes the biggest difference in the world.
Brian Tracy would be so proud of us right now. Like, he needs to see this.
Yes, Brian, you need to reach out to us. Yes. And yes, talk about
Tag him.
We have our virtual Eat the Frogs. We need some street cred for that.
Yep, right here.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Yeah, I'm really good at procrastinating. Yeah. I maybe that's a book I need to add on my very long reading list.
It's a quick, easy read. You can, and on YouTube, there's an audio book of it on YouTube, so you can, if you prefer to listen to it. But this is one of those. Let's see, when did he put this out? It was quite a while ago.
Yeah, I think it's older, but still very, very relevant.
He first put it out in 2001. His last revision was 2017. So, but it's the concepts are just so gold. I recommend this book literally to everyone, because it's very inexpensive, and the wisdom in it. And then you can, if you're visual like Ann and I, you can get yourself your own little time blocker, and keep yourself
just
on
ask
task.
us, we'll drop the link for you, and you can get your own very little frog.
So cool.
And procrastination is a mindset. It is something you can change.
Yes.
And going back to when you procrastinate, then it builds up and you're overwhelmed, which pushes you to most likely want to continue to procrastinate because now you've got all this stuff
Yeah.
you don't want to do. And I have
Yeah.
found that when I just go ahead and knock it out, I'm like, that really wasn't that big of a deal. I can't believe I like turned this task into some big thing. And one of the tasks, Angie, you'll be so proud, is Monday mornings I do my accounting. I put in all my receipts, I put in all my
Ah.
so I know for the whole week moving forward where I sit money wise. And I had
Mm.
a a fund called miscellaneous, like when I order stuff through YouTube. And I looked at my taxes last year and I had several $1,000s in miscellaneous. I'm like, this does not make a budget. You can't have several $1,000s in miscellaneous and run a business. So now I go through each individual Amazon order because I have books that I've ordered. I have like professional stuff that I can use in my business and write it off. So
Right.
don't drop it in miscellaneous because you're too lazy to go back and look at that order. Like do it every week, drop it in there. It really doesn't take that long. And then when it's tax time, at the end of the year, all your stuff's done.
And that's a good observation because I buy books on Amazon as well, but I never think about and they're business books.
Mhm.
And I never thought to write it off.
Write it off.
Wow. I just
Well,
learned something. I don't know. Has anybody else?
so we do need to give a little disclaimer. We are not attorneys and we're not CPAs. We cannot give
Correct.
financial advice or legal advice. So you always want to consult whether it's your CPA, your bookkeeper, your attorney. But I know for my business, yes, I can, and it has been through my attorney and through my CPA and my bookkeeper. I can write off professional development books, anything that I invest in, whether it's coaching, a program, books,
Mhm.
and books of any kind, whether it's in Audible form or actually paperback form, doesn't matter. I can write those off. So chances are high you'll be able to too, but we can't give legal advice or financial advice. So we just need to add that little caveat in there.
Yeah.
And
Good
to your
job.
point, you don't know how much you're missing. So time management, we just tied time management together with finances, like in a super quick second.
Right.
So take the time to sit down, eat the frog
Yeah.
with Ferdinand or Felicia or whatever you
Mm.
name your little frog, and just do it. So
Yep.
I make decisions every week now going, I don't have the money for that. I'll have to wait till next week and see where I stand next week.
Mm.
And that gives me freedom because now I'm not doing the reverse going, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have spent that money. I didn't have it. Or, oh my gosh, at the end of the year, because I was doing my stuff once a year, look how much money I spent. And there's no time to adjust at that point. So by
Right.
managing my time better, I also manage my finances better because now I know what's going on every single week. And
Well,
I don't
I'm
feel guilty that I
impressed.
spent too much money.
Good.
It's
I
huge.
love it.
And it saves so much time. Like come taxes, there's no surprises and you're not stressed. Like I've talked to so many entrepreneurs who have procrastinated. They've waited till the last minute. They've got their shoebox full of receipts. That's like, but it's true. They literally have like a
My
box.
partner. That's yes. Totally.
And then they have these butt pucker moments of, oh my gosh, like, am I gonna like what is going on? They have no idea where they stand. And by doing a little bit of time management every single week, you know exactly where you stand. There aren't any surprises. You don't have those butt pucker moments.
Right.
You like Ann said, you can make adjustments accordingly, and it just makes your life, and you can do this for your home budget or your business budget. It just adds some breathing room to your finances.
So kind of changing topics a little bit, moving on to like a schedule. So time management, people tend to book back to back to back to back to back to back.
Oh.
You don't have time to eat. You don't have time to use the restroom. You don't have drive time. So if you're booking back to back appointments, you have to have time to get there. You have to have time
Yes.
to breathe for a second. So
Yes.
take that again, because we're talking about how time management ultimately leads to freedom. Take that time, give yourself an hour every 4 hours of like just slush time. Just, hey, if nothing, if nothing else
Yes.
comes in here, I don't have to do anything. But if my day has gotten skiwampus, as mine typically does, I have that free time built in that I can make adjustments, and it helps avoid the feeling guilty that I haven't done everything I'm supposed to do, or the, whatever mindset I have to adjust.
Well, and just being able to, they say your brain kind of loses focus after about 25 minutes or so, and that you should set a timer every 25 minutes, get up, walk around, and come back. Do I do that? No. Should I do that? Yes. But you're talking about building in some time, build in time just to step away and clear your head a little bit.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Unapologetically Unstoppable Women podcast. If today's conversation fired you up, inspired you, or made you laugh out loud, don't forget to hit subscribe and share this episode with another unstoppable woman in your life. Remember, you don't have to apologize for your ambition, and you never have to shrink to fit someone else's expectations. Keep showing up, keep breaking barriers, and keep living life on your own terms. Until next time, stay unapologetic, stay unstoppable.